Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hold on. Oh, hold on, guys. Hold on. All right. Hey, Mr. Red. Hey, Mr. Cole Red. How you doing, honey? How you doing? Mm, Awesome. Awesome. So I was trying to see how to make this little video lighter, but I don't see how. I was trying to turn the light on, but I don't see how to turn it on or anything. Anyway, my name is Elena Kingetti, and I am proud owner of EK Management and out here trucking, honey. Yes. Proud owner of EK Management Associates at Empowering Empire School. I just wanted to come in this morning and just tell you guys about a new training class that we're doing, and I am excited about it. I'm excited about it. One of the issues right now in trucking is that the rates have dropped. The thing is, and this is just, I've been saying this and preaching this and saying this. The thing is, if you were in trucking before COVID, we were playing around with that $2, 250 a mile rate. You know what I'm saying? COVID hit, and honestly, it helped us. It helped our industry because we were essential, and we saw rates going up $3, $4, $5, $6 a mile. You know what I'm saying? We got some really, really good rates. Well, the fuel at the same time during COVID really didn't adjust. You know what I'm saying? And so, since the fuel didn't adjust and the rates went up, I mean, you made money during COVID. That's just it. I can remember, telling people, get in, jump in. Actually, I can remember the beginning of COVID in February. And I remember I had a client, and he was like, Elena, as soon as COVID hit, the rates dropped, right? Rates dropped, fuel went sky high. And he was like, Elaine, I can't do it. I can't survive this and that. At the time we were dispatching him, and nobody knew what was going to happen, how this COVID was going to have an effect on, trucking. Nobody knew. And so he was like, I'm going to have to get rid of these trucks. And he had two trucks. And I remember telling him, well, I just think hold out and let's just see. I've been around a couple of blocks in this industry. So, I'm just like kind of hold out. Let's just see, where it goes from here. You know what I'm saying? But he got rid of his trucks. When he got rid of the trucks, I promise y'all, the next week, rates went up. The rates just jumped up. Everything was like just, on fire. You know what I'm saying? And from there, I started telling people, you need to get in, get you a truck, get in right now, get in. Don't wait till the end. Don't wait till the end, because all good things come to an end. I remember, if you look on my videos or whatever, get in. And actually, a lot of times, that's how it happens. That's right, Mr. Red. And I really didn't even have a lot of time to post videos or anything because I was so busy. So then you get the end of the COVID era. You get the end of the COVID era, and then you get the war with Ukraine and Russia. Let me tell y'all, this is why trucking is so important. Trucking is not a cliche when we say trucking is the backbone of the trucking industry, like, or the American economy. Trucking is the backbone of the American economy. It's not a cliche because it's 100% true. Things that happen in the world, it affects us, and we affect things that happen in the world. That's it. Because you know what? what? No matter what happens, y'all, if 90% of y'all go out there and sell y'all trucks, the 10% that stand, the 10% that stand, it's gonna be work for you to do. You know why? Because everything, just about everything you can think of has to move on a truck. 80% of America's freight moves on a truck at one point or another. You hear me? So that means that when stuff comes in from overseas, if everything go to import export, everything go to import export, it's still not gonna mess up trucking, because when it hits the port, America's not like, we not little mini islands. I'm in Kansas City, Missouri. I'm not on the island. It's land connected to me, and it's a while before I get to water. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta, that stuff that's coming in on the ports, it gotta get to me some kind of way, mid America some kind of way. And the only way it's gonna get to me, honey, baby, guess what? Trucking. You got rail, but rail is so funny acting. It takes a long time for stuff to get on rail. Rail can mess your product up. You know what I mean? So trucking is really the number one tool. You got airplane, but airplanes so dang on expensive. Who want to pay all that money to get some apples shipped on a plane? Airplanes are so expensive. You know what I'm saying? And even then, even if you're dealing with intermodal, or you're dealing with the plane, you still got drayage, right? Which is still an industry, in trucking. You still got drayage where it gotta get to the airport some kind of way from the warehouse. The warehouse ain't attached to the airport. It gotta get to the rail yard some kind of way. You know what I'm saying? So regardless, there is no way that you can eliminate trucking in this economy, or in this America that we have. It's not going to be eliminated. That's just the bottom line. And so we come out of COVID, and when we come out of COVID, you got the Ukraine war happening. So you got your big oil companies ain't even thinking about trucking, just thinking about their oil and thinking about money, because you do know war brings money. You know what I'm saying? So now you got fuel prices going up. Nobody is thinking about trucking. I'm just letting y'all know right now. Ain't nobody thinking about trucking. So you got fuel prices going up, right? And then coming off of COVID, now people is settled in. Hey, going back to the normal rates, 250 or whatever. Well, damn. I'm sorry. Mr. Red, I said that cuss word. I'm sorry. But then what? So now, where I used to average about 50 cents a mile on my fuel, now I'm averaging $1 a mile on my fuel. And it's eating me alive. It will eat you up. You know what I'm saying? Where I'm used to the rates being $3, $4 a mile, because you came in the middle of COVID. If you came in before then, we knew what the race was before then. You know what I'm saying? You come in, during COVID, your truck was probably producing 9,000, 10,000 a week. Prior to COVID, we was hitting 5,000 to 7,000 a week. I mean, let's just be honest. Of course, some people, I was doing more than that. Da, 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 da. You had just a 53 drive-in. That's what you was probably doing. You know what I'm saying? Then COVID came. And we was seeing our drive-ins pulling in about 10 a week. You know what I mean? But anyway, so then you got the fuel. We got the fuel. Fuel is like eating us up. So what do you do? Right? I was having this conversation the other day. I said, yeah, I don't know who the they is, but they is probably trying to weed people out. I heard about some brokers saying now you have to be a year in before they even let your authority come in the door. You know what I'm saying? And I said, they is probably trying to weed these people out that then got in trucking. Looking for a quick fix, looking to get rich quick or whatever, and not realizing the consequences that go along with it and the costliness of it. If you ever took any of my training classes, I make trucking sound good, but at the same time, I also talk about, the bad part, how expensive it can be. You know what I'm saying? I talk about it. For some reason, when people take my training class, they forget all the horror stories. So anyway, so you got all of that going on. And so now, what do you do? How do you make yourself survive in this industry? How do you take the bootstraps and keep on trucking and keep figuring this thing out? So one of the ways is being able to get in communication with direct shippers, being able to get direct contracts. Yes, it's heavy politics now. That's what it is, Mr. Red. That's what it is. Don't nobody want to say it, but that's what it is. I can't, Mr. Red. I'm about to talk to you like I ain't on YouTube, honey. You know they had that big truck show in Kentucky this week or last week or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And you know, a lot of the big hitters, the heavy hitters, and the heavy hitters in the industry is there. You know, you got your low board people, your low board. Yep. You got your low board guys, your big heavy hitters on the low boards, rubbing elbows with your big brokerage, um, your big brokerage CEOs and your big trucking company CEOs. You better believe they want to try to take the little man out. If they take the little man out, honey, it's more money around the table for them. Come on now, if they take the little man out, they got more money sitting around the table. What they care about ABC owner operator for? When they have 400 trucks, honey, let's knock you out the picture, so we can all us big wig CEOs can get together and try to and make this thing pop and work the way it's supposed that they think it's supposed to work. You know what I'm saying? And so let's squeeze them. Let's squeeze them dry, squeeze them dry. And the strong is gonna survive. But I'm telling y'all, don't be a fool. Don't think this stuff is on accident that our industry is going through what we're going through right now. Don't you ever think that stuff is on accident. You anytime you can go to those big conventions and you see big wigs like that and they sitting together, you better believe they ain't just sitting there laughing, sharing war stories. You know what I'm saying? They talking about, they in their minds, they control the industry. I know who control the earth and the world and get all the glory, but in their minds, they control the industry. You know what I'm saying? And so, anyway, if you want to stay relevant, and you need to stay relevant, direct shippers, start figuring out how to get those direct contracts, how to go in there and talk to those shippers and get those contracts and things like that. It's going to help you. People think it's just a myth that I can get a direct contract. You can get a direct contract. I help clients get direct contracts all the time. I do training on direct contract training, direct shipper training. Like, these are things that we do here to try to help you build your company, and that is how you stay relevant. You just got to know how to play the game. You know what I mean? You just got to know how to play the game. If you think playing the game is selling your truck, then go on and sell your truck. But just know, this thing is going to turn around. This thing is, as soon as all the water clears, the space clears or whatever, and they say, okay, we back on track, it's going to turn around. It's going to turn around. The thing is, you got to know how to maneuver. You got to know how to swim in this water. You in the deep end. You with the big boys now. What is you going to do in the big boy pool? Ain't no water pedaling over here. Ain't no, this is when you swim, honey. I don't know how to swim, so I ain't getting in no little pool or no big pool. Elena gonna stay where she know. I know how to sit in a jacuzzi, and I'm gonna stay over in the jacuzzi. But if you done got in this big boy pool, honey, you better know how to swim. You better know how to swim to survive. That's all I'm saying to you right now. That's all I'm saying. You better know how to swim to survive, because this is all survival mode. You got to get in survival mode. Whatever you need to do to get in survival mode. Maybe you're an owner operator and you park your truck and go drive for somebody. Go be a driver for a minute. Let that truck sit for a minute. Let the industry come back to where it's gonna come back to. Or like I said, work on getting those direct contracts, going in there, talking directly with those owners and stuff. What about five little owner operators pulling together, creating one big company? You know what I'm saying? Creating one big company, being able to work together. That's how a lot of your larger companies got together, because they were, small companies, and then they came together. You know what I'm saying? How about everybody want to be independent brokerages? How about five independents coming together, becoming one big conglomerate. It's a lot of ways you can maneuver through this thing. Anyway, I do have a contract and a shipper course coming up. If you're interested in it, let us know. www.ekmempire.com, operations at ekmempire.com, 816-726-5255. I'm here. I'm not going nowhere. We here. We ain't going nowhere. We got our CDL school started, y'all. I'm so excited, so excited, so excited. You guys have anybody in your family? If you want to get your CDL, honey, we are the place to come. We got about over 20 years of experience and knowledge in this thing. I got some awesome instructors that are teaching things like real live training. You know what I'm saying? Like, not that I ain't trying to knock nobody, but not that study the book, get in the truck and learn how to drive and figure it out. And if you can't, we gonna expel you from school. I want to create. We are creating professional drivers over here. Professional drivers that's ready to professionally handle this industry and what this industry has. I believe in the trucking industry. That's just me. I believe in it. I don't know why, but I just believe in it. Anyway, y'all have a beautiful, wonderful day. Mr. Red, thank you for always popping in no matter what. And you be careful out there, baby. You be careful on that road. I love y'all. And hi, when you see DOT, Mr. Red, just duck. When you see him, just duck. Anyway, y'all have a beautiful day. Love you. Bye.